What's up, guys? This is Joey Nichols, Joey Pickles, and I'm going to show you 3 steps for starting to love your life right now. Not tomorrow, not next year, not when you get whatever you think you want, but right now. I'm here at a gas station. I was driving around. It's a Saturday, and I decided to take a break from work this weekend. That's a commitment I made to myself. And this is interesting because I found myself fighting the urge to do things, to make things happen. And I realized it's because I'm creating my dream life. I'm listening to YouTube videos. There's a guy, he seems pretty cool, Aaron Dottie, and he talks a lot about raising your elevation and manifesting and all of that. So as I was meditating, listening to that stuff, drinking my coffee and started driving, I realized, I'm already actually living my dream life right now. All I have to do is become aware of it. And there's this concept where we don't have to do things to make things happen. We can experience it right now, the feeling of something, the appreciation of something, the gratitude of something right now. And then we take the actions to make that happen, right? But it's a totally different mindset than I'm going to take these actions, and then in the future, whenever this thing happens, I'm gonna be happy. I'm gonna feel it, right? So if I'm driving and I'm alone, right? Man, I wish I had somebody to be here with me right now, right? So it's cool, it's a legit thought, but I remember times when I did have somebody driving or riding along with me, right? And I remember how good that felt. And then I can remember that and feel it right now, right? Or some similar circumstances and feel that same feeling right now because we give ourselves the feelings. It's not dependent on other people, on external things. It's our perception, because really everything, reality is just a reflection of our perception, right? So by making the decision to feel that right now, then I can also remember, oh, it's so nice to actually be alone and enjoy my company. I don't have to drop anybody off. I don't have to feel like I need to be anything or entertain people. I'm really enjoying driving alone right now, and because it's beautiful outside. And all of a sudden, I've created my dream life just because I recognized things as they were in the moment, and I gave myself the needed emotions instead of needing to get that from some external source. So one of the biggest changes in my life happened when I realized that this concept, I have everything I need in this moment right now. Each moment looks different, right? So I'm not saying don't have any ambitions, and I'm not saying that if things aren't ideal to change them. What I'm saying is in this moment, we have everything, and for some reason people wanna pull up. I actually kind of tried to park outside so nobody fuck with me, but whatever. So we have everything we need in this present moment, because if we did not, then it would look differently, right? Because we create our own realities. So that's a whole nother topic, because then it goes into, if your reality looks like this, then it's a reflection of your inner self. And then there's other circumstances where it's not ideal at all, right? And we don't want to victimize people. So getting back on track for this, what has made a difference is creating a routine where in the morning, one of the first things I do when I wake up is I go downstairs and I have this routine to pet my cat for 1 minute and 8 seconds. And this can be whatever you want. It has nothing to do with the cat. I just like my cat. And I figured, no, actually, let's backtrack. This has everything to do with the cat. And you may not have a cat, but you probably have somebody in your life that you care about, that you appreciate, that you like spending time with, and that you would be sad if you didn't get to spend more time with them in the future, right? So let's put it like that. So I have other people as well. It's not just me and a cat, but the cat loves me, right? So the way we do one thing, it translates into the way we do other things, especially the small things that don't seem like they matter. So I have made the conscious decision for probably the past year, that in the moment, and this is an Abraham Hicks thing, the 1 minute, 8 seconds. So I come downstairs, I do my thing, and then I go and I pet the cat, and I have an alarm on my phone set for 1 minute and 8 seconds. And so as I'm petting the cat, I'm I am setting my intention for the way I want to feel for the day, the way I want to be for the day. And by doing that, I start to experience those emotions most days. Even when I don't, when my head's spinning or whatever that stuff happens, right? It happens to everybody. I'm still in that routine. I'm still in the habit of changing my mindset and recognizing it, right? Even if nothing changes, I'm recognizing it. I'm aware of it. And that in and of itself is also one of the most powerful things in the universe, that awareness. So as I'm petting my cat and setting my intention for how I want to be for the day, how I want to feel, I also take a look and notice something new about this living creature in front of me, whether it's a mannerism, whether it's like a physical characteristic, whether it's just allowing myself to really see and be present in the moment and appreciate something about this cat, right? It trains me to do that outside of that moment with other people, because I would say one of the biggest regrets in my life, maybe you relate to this, would be, I imagine, to be so focused on changing the external stuff and not really appreciating moments with other people in my life until it's too late. And I think about when I was in real estate investing, when I was in acting, doing all of this stuff, gone all the time, and so caught up in that, I would call family, I'd call friends every now and then, right? And it was nothing wrong with that. But now that I've been spending a lot more time with family, I actually live beside some of my family now, and I get to see them every day. It makes such a difference. And I'm really grateful for that opportunity. That's just my experience. Everybody's experience is different and the situation is different. So no judgments at all, but I'm just noticing these things. And so by training my attention to notice something new, to experience this moment with this living thing for the first time, as if for the first time in the morning, then when I start to be around other people that I appreciate, I can recognize when I'm doing the same thing with them, because I get so in the habit. We all do. We all get trained to pursue these goals and all of this stuff and forsake what we already have right here, and to discount it, right? Like, think about when you want to go do something with somebody, or if you want to date, or whatever it is, and that becomes the central point of our life, right? That lack, that feeling of not having it and needing to get that in order to feel a certain way, when really that attention to not having that lack is what's causing that whole problem, right? When we stop thinking about it, when we go do something, even in the next moment, the phone rings or like something happens, right? And we break our attention from that perceived lack, then we're whole. And it's only when our mind starts focusing on that lack again that we feel those feelings. So by training myself in the morning to appreciate things, to set my intention for how I want to be, and to be present in the moment with this, it translates into other relationships and in other areas. And that in turn gives me the habit and lets me start to become a better friend, become a better son, become a better leader, become a better business owner with teammates, become a better, whatever. And it's all by implementing that small habit first thing in the morning. Now, there's a lot of other things I do after that, but that is one simple thing, because meditation, prayer, all of that stuff, sometimes there's blocks with people, and people have all kinds of assumptions about what that means. But everybody can do what I'm talking about. Just set aside 1 minute, 8 seconds in the morning to reset yourself, to consciously set the intention of how you want to be, feel that way now, and appreciate something. And it sounds really, I'm not even going to put a judgment into your mind. Even if it's a non-living thing, if you don't have any pets, if you have a house, wake up, pick a certain part of the corner of the wall. I'm trying to make this easy. So if somebody was sitting in a prison cell right now, they could do this, right? Because I've been in a prison cell and I've experienced mindfulness and stuff. So this is legit shit, right? So if you're not sitting in a prison cell, you have a lot to be grateful for, right? That in and of itself. But pick a corner of the wall. Notice something new about that area, whether it's the texture, whether it's just the fact that you are setting the intention to notice it new each day, right? You are training yourself to become mindful, to become present, and then appreciate that is supporting the roof that is over your head, right? And just do that every day for a period of time, let's say 21 days, 30 days, and you'll start training yourself. And that you can build upon. And those little success habits, those mindfulness practices, build upon each other. They transfer into every area of life. And pretty soon, by doing a whole bunch of these little things that don't take any time or any effort, all of a sudden, your life will be transformed. So, those were 3 things you can do right now to start loving your life. If you have any questions, comments, put them in the chat box. Like, subscribe, hit the bell so you receive notifications when new videos come out. And I will talk to you later. Make every day iconic.